Okay, we're gonna be going over this motor. I took this off. Watch out, they have oil in them. We'll be replacing it with a different one. But this guy does not want to go through the motor. We're just gonna be replacing spark plugs. You know, all the fuel pump, distributor, coil, carburetor, all that stuff will be going over. He doesn't want to go through the motor, which is dumb. He said it was fine before it caught fire. And this is for the Green 66. So we get going on this, and we're gonna paint the tin just a flat black, kind of clean it up. Okay, so we got everything, all the tin, everything off, except this piece. I need to get it on an engine stand. Then I'll do that one. All we're gonna do on this is scuff this with everything else, and we're just gonna use a high heat flat black. Probably buy new chrome inserts or tips here. But so I put the spark plugs in. I got everything cleaned off. I put rags in the holes so no water to get down in there. We're gonna do an oil change anyway, get it cleaned. We're not rebuilding this, just a big tune-up. So what I did with the parts was I sprayed a rust remover, and then not an inhibitor, and then you have to hose it down and then try to blow it off. So we have a little bit of surface rust, but it'll come right off. And then what we'll do, I've already started on some parts. I'm gonna use a self-etch because there's bare metal. And so all we did was do the rust remover, hose it off, blow it off really good with air, and then sanded it with 320. And then all we do will be self-etch everything and put on some high heat temp. You can use like stove or exhaust. I used this one because I didn't have the exhaust one. I like the exhaust one. It comes in a bigger can, I think. Now this is just so everything's not so crappy looking. If this was gonna be a nice build, nice job, then we would buy a new tin, paint it to match, etc. But this is just to get this motor going, running, and that's it. And it was nasty. So much dirt blew out of the ribs on there. I mean, it was covered. I don't know how it didn't overheat. So anyway, let's get those parts painted. Okay, so we got it up on the stand here, and then we got pretty much everything cleaned up. I'm not gonna clean this. If he wants to get a new one or whatever, he can. Not really paying to get these done, but I just didn't want to throw them back on totally ugly. They're still pretty ugly, but I'm gonna black this out, put this gray. The intake, it's outside. I painted it a gray. We'll just start assembling this, and then hopefully get everything hooked up and it runs. I know for 3 years it hasn't ran, but before that, you know, he's probably ran like 10 years ago. Ran when he parked it.